Hey, good morning, everybody. I am back. Um, I am feeling much better today, so I decided to come in the garden and see what needs to be done. It's been nearly 3 weeks which I haven't been in the garden, so I need to have a look what's happening around. Um, as you can tell, my breathing is much better. I am so glad that I did it. I've been sleeping like a king, like a baby, and it's great to finally do it because it was like nearly 4 years of me struggling with my breathing. So, as you can tell, it's it's heaven. So anyway, let's have a look around what's happening. So let's start with the beans and the corn. Those beans are looking nice and healthy, very green. They're looking tall. They're growing. So there is the corn as well, which is looking nice and thick, and hopefully will shoot up eventually and be taller than the beans because now they're being shaded by the beans, and that's not helping them to grow, I guess. So maybe next year I will plant the corn first and then the beans because the beans grow really quick. The corn is a little bit slower, but I think they will do okay. So I just need to keep checking on them. Like this one has been like very very small still. It needs more sun and more energy for it to grow. Let's have a look on the compost. Lots of green stuff in there. I need to add more carbon maybe, such as this. So some carton, but you know it's okay as long as decomposing. And this is the compost for next year. That's the plan. It's looking nice and lots of workers in there, as you can tell. It's nice to see the process of nature doing its job by itself. Millions and probably trillions and crazy numbers of little insects working for you. This is the worm farm. It's nice to have as well. You can collect the leachate from when you water this. All the water drains in there on that bucket, and that's like really good nutrition for plants. So it's good to have it for that. You can grab some worm castings from here, which at the moment is looking nice, pretty well decomposed. I may leave it there for a little bit longer so it decomposed completely, but I may be able to use this pretty soon. We got some coco coir, like the coconut fiber of coconuts. It's really nice. Worms love this because it's like a bed for them. They hide on it. It's good to mix it with the kitchen scraps because if you just put kitchen scraps, it's gonna be a mess of just like mud, But with this, you give a nice loose texture to the final compost that you will have. So that's why it's good to add some stuff. Could be mulch, could be coconut fiber, could be even soil. Soil is like a dry, like a, how do you call it? It's like a dry thing that can be added to compost. I will neutralize and give a nice texture to the final result. So herbs are looking good. They are growing a lot. Probably they will start seeding soon. Like the sage is like that already. Actually, I'm not gonna hurry today, so if you wanna stay and watch what I do and want to learn, just stay with me. So I was reading about sage. They said the flowers are good to have to eat, and I think what they said on the web is that if you cut that, the sage will not go into bolting. So that's what I want. If it dies eventually, it's okay for me. I can just plant new seeds. I have had plenty of sage from it. I have cooked with it, and it tastes really good. And I'm happy to replant it eventually. But I may cut some of those flowers so I can eat it, have it with a nice salad or something, make it really, really earthy and healthy, you know. So come with me. I'm gonna do that eventually. I'm gonna show you now. Okay, so lemon balm, mint is looking a little bit dry. Maybe the space is too small for all this mint that is growing now. Same as the oregano, I may have to grab some of that, dehydrate it, put it in a container or something, and have it dry, because it's better, because then it will the plant will have more space to grow, and I will have plenty of oregano to cook with. And what else? The piles of compost, they're looking nice. Look at the size of it compared to like 20 days ago when I started doing the blogging. Maybe it looks like very different. This is one of them, and this is the other one, which was like much bigger. And look at the size of it. It's just crazy how it's just like it looks bulky, but at the end of the day it's just a very small amount of compost and whatever is in there. So this will eventually go a little bit down a bit more and get a little bit smaller, but full of nutrition, full of good things for the soil. So that's why I like to have them. Spinach, well, it's going to bolting. Let me show you how it looks when it goes to bolt. So if you remember, a few weeks ago, they would be a little bit smaller, like this size. But then when it goes to bolting, it just shoot up and it looks like that. You can see that it start getting like a little bit more like smaller leaves, and it start getting much taller, and then you can start seeing these little fluffy things on top. That's where the flower will come out, and that's where the flower becomes seed, and then the seed you can collect it and you can use it for next year, or I think even this year you can use it. So it's really nice to see that process, and you are able to like get your own seeds. Got a lot of weeds, I need to get rid of that. This one is probably going bolting too because it's looking really tall. I may have to harvest that, yes. Look at this part. I'm gonna get rid of this because I don't need the seeds, but look, that's how it will look like if you start seeing that it's getting seeds. So this is the flower, and that will create the seed. I'm gonna put this in the compost. I think I'm gonna eat a lot of lettuce for the next few days because they are going to seed now and I don't want to waste it. So I'm gonna grab as much as I can. You see how it start getting smaller and taller, and then it will eventually create a seed in there. Anyway, I think this is good for my lunch. Got some beetroots in there, golden beetroot. Need to get rid of the weeds so it can grow nice and strong. Yeah, another beetroot there. I'm still working on being organized because, you know, it's a lot of weeds and lots of work that you have to do in order to keep them alive. Let me get rid of this. All right. So I got rid of the biggest weeds that I could see around. I still need to get rid of them. I'm gonna wait a few more days so I can like sit down there and be able to spend more energy on doing all these things. All right, so we got some carrot tops here. I have realized that I may have added too much nitrogen to it. So what's happening is the leaves grow a lot, but the carrots are not as big as you wish. But they're still growing. But for next time that I grow carrots, I will be adding some it's potassium and magnesium, I think. Potassium and yeah, I can't remember the other one, but I will be adding that because that's what will help the roots, which is the carrot, to grow larger and bigger. So I want to harvest some carrots today. I just need to check which ones are like the biggest around. Maybe this one is looking really big, and I'm hoping that the carrot is big too. It's looking small, but I think I'm gonna pull it anyway because it's really tall, unless I want to get some seeds. But I may get some seeds from it, so I'm just gonna let it grow for a little bit longer. Ooh, this one looks good. It's okay. It's a nice orange carrot. I like the color. Size is decent, but I could get big carrots. So I'm gonna do that next time, probably in like 2 months. This one is looking good too. Let's see. This is what I want. Look at this beautiful carrot. It's good. I thought I would be more disappointed, but this is great. This one is looking good too. Disappointment. All right, I'm going too crazy with it. I'm just gonna pull the ones that I think they're big enough. So that one looks very weak. Look at this one, looking good too. You can stick your finger and like have a look what I do. So I like open up a little bit the soil. I open the soil a little bit, and if it's not big enough, I will just like cover them again. Weeds. I don't like weeds. It's too much work. But look at this beautiful carrot. Oh, it's alright. It looks thick on the top, but decent. I'll have some carrots for this week. No bad. Alright, let's keep exploring and see what we can find. The size of this one looks pretty decent. This is great. I'm really happy. I got already these carrots. And they're looking pretty decent. I think I'm gonna leave this for seeds, and that one is looking good too. I wanna say the F word, and yeah, because I'm really happy. Just gonna keep it good. Okay, I'm surprised. This is beautiful. Small one, but I shouldn't have pulled it. I felt that it was not gonna be as big as I wanted. Okay, I think that's gonna be last thing that I pull, unless this one. Maybe this one is last one. Oh my god, look at that. Great. Ah, so good. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna pull more because the rest are still small. Those are the onions. They may need some water. Look at the bulbs forming on some of them. It's getting thicker. It's good. Let's cover them a little bit more. Look at that one there. It's looking great. Kale growing in there. That's kale. Same as these ones here. 1, 2, and 3. Need to get rid of the weeds too in that part of the garden. All right, let's move on to potatoes. I keep calling them tomatoes. Potatoes. So potatoes are looking good, but it's just one here. This one is growing too, but I don't know why the rest of them didn't grow. So I planted one here, one here, one here, same as on the other one. Oh, look at this little potato. Haha, cute. I don't need it. So okay, so it seems that only one of them grew. Maybe two. Is that two? Okay, so that's two in there. This is just one. So what I'm gonna do right now, it's to transfer the one. There is only one in one pot. I got it here. And leave this one free so I can replant some potatoes in there, because I think there is still chance for me to grow them, to start again. So I'm gonna try to be as gentle as I can with this. Just cut this part here. Get rid of the soil in here, like the same portion. Try to be gentle and careful. And let's grab a bucket. think that's the potato. It looks like it may have been eaten by something, which is annoying. But anyway, I may have... Ooh. There is some kind of liquid in there. It's green. A bit disgusting, but ooh. What is that? I think that's the potato. I hope so. I don't know what's that weird thing. I think it's a decomposed potato. So that's why they didn't grow. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do now is open this space. And move this potato to this spot. That's perfect. It's looking good. I'm happy. And I'm gonna move this one too. Ooh, I felt something. Like a worm or something. Hopefully it was just a cute little worm. I mean, I hope this potato make it. I can see more potatoes around. I planted another tree here. Another 3 potatoes. Nothing to be seen. There they are. They were eaten. They decomposed. I may have to dry them a little bit more so the skin gets tougher, and then let them sprout and then plant it, because otherwise they may just like start decomposing, or an animal will attack it, open a hole on it, and then they will just die. So I'm gonna do that next time. I'm gonna give this little one a little bit more sun, and I'm gonna try to add some soil in here for these plants to feel a little bit stronger, because they are very tall now. Too tall at the moment. I should have done this a while ago, but because I was recovering, I was not able to do it. Now it's the time. And so to grow potatoes in pots, there is a bit of work on it, but once they are finished on like putting all the compost all the way up, you just have to water them. It's not much work involved, and collecting the potatoes is really easy, because you just tip the bag, and then you will find potatoes, and it's quite good to, quite fun to do, very enjoyable. Another potato, decomposed potato. So in a nutshell, just let the potatoes dry properly, let them sprout, let them roots grow a little bit longer, a little bit long, and then plant it. That's my take for the lesson of today, for today's lesson. Okay, just gonna leave it like that. In a few more days I will add more soil, hope that this little one grows and catch up with these other two. So that's it. Easy. And asparagus are looking all right. They look a little bit dry. I may need to add water to them, I don't know. They're looking tall and massive. They're probably taking lots of water, so they need some help. Pomegranate tree, strawberries. Hopefully the rats will not eat them, because they ate already a few of them. Like, you can see how they chew on them, but look at this. So I'm hiding them from the rats, the possums, the birds, because they are all hungry for the strawberries. Don't look at that tree, it makes me sad. But anyway, that's it. All right, so that's it for today. We got some nice yield of carrots. We got a few things done. Spent half an hour here in the garden. I enjoyed it. Good exercise. I'm puffing already, so I'm gonna go home, go inside and rest. More carrots. I actually need to check this. Anyway, in the next few videos I will be checking on the carrots, get some dill, dehydrated. Lots of things to do, but it's fun. I love it. It's my food. It's what I'm putting in my body. So anyway, I hope you get excited to start your own garden, to try a few things at least, and see how you go from there. So anyway, have a nice day, everybody. Ciao.